The game of football is on today, and I would like to alert everyone that around it's going to be 15 hours. I'm going to be live with what we call the fan prediction show. A chance that you get to obviously appear onto the screen of the United Matters channel and you really give us your thoughts onto what you think the result is going to be like of Man United hosting Chelsea at Old Trafford today. Welcome to this channel. This is the United Matters channel. We're here to talk about Pochettino, as he has gone ahead to obviously come out and reveal to us the threats of Man United, his time when he played against Erik ten Hag, and some stats that we need to know about Pochettino when he faced Man United when he was still at Tottenham Hotspur, and that one player that is now playing for Chelsea that is going to have to play 24 games without scoring against Man United as he comes in through at Old Trafford. Smash the like button, comment and share. If you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Rokan David is my name, and here we come in peace to really bring you the stories that are obviously going to enlighten your day. Now, we thank God for the gift of life, and we really want to obviously give him or exalt him and give him the praise that he deserves. The Muslims, Barakallahu fikum, and let's commence with this. Pochettino on Man United's biggest threat. He said the pace of offensive players cannot allow them to transit. The pace of offensive player cannot allow them to transit. We need to be clever in the way we are going to try. Marcus Rashford, Garnacho, different players can transit really quick and try to play in the opposite half. Now, he's hinting on two players, Garnacho and Marcus Rashford. But Rashford, unless he really gets a resurrection today, and I don't know whether the wake-up call is going to come in from, but he has been badly performing at the club of Man United. But for Alejandro Garnacho, trust me, he is on fire. And in the last 3 games, he has gone ahead to score 2, and even at the beginning of the game of Newcastle, he had a chance. If I really composed him more and more, he would have gone ahead to find himself for the score sheet. That is Alejandro Garnacho for you. And I think he's the threat that we are going to have onto the left attacking midfield outlet. But my worry is that Erik ten Hag might bench him tonight, because he has gone ahead to start very many games. And ever since return from the international break, he played... what was the team we played against when we returned from the international break? Let me check. There was a team we first played after the international break. And, it was Everton. Right. It was Everton, and we beat Everton by 3-0. Garnacho scoring a very good goal, and Garnacho started. In the midweek, we went ahead to play against Galatasaray, and Garnacho went ahead to start and played an average of 80 minutes. He started, and he even scored a goal. And over the weekend, we played against Newcastle. Garnacho started and played close to 80 minutes into that game. So what does that mean? It means that in the last 9 days, he has gone ahead to play 3 games, meaning that he has been averaging 3 games per week. Per 3 days. 3 games per 3 days. So I think Erik ten Hag might obviously try to bench him and see to it that he comes off the bench to obviously come in through and really start. And by the way, I would support him too. Because if he feels like this boy is playing very many minutes as a player of Man United, then he deserves to be rested a little bit. But he's one of the best informed players, and I would love to see him start. That is it. I wouldn't like to see him benched, but I would understand the point or the angle in which Erik ten Hag is benching the player, because he's protecting him not to get injuries. When you are 19 years of age and not used to playing very many games, it might come out into a very bad product, and you need to protect a player like him. So for me, Alejandro Garnacho is really the threat that is really real. And the other player that I was going to talk about is Anthony. Guys, Anthony played his best game ever for Man United mid last week against Galatasaray. That is it. He put up a show, and I won't be surprised if at all Erik ten Hag starts him today as we take on the side of Chelsea, because he will obviously be a threat. And if at all he played like that away at Galatasaray, then he might find himself in a vicinity of him really doing the best when he's having 70,000 fans behind him at the club of Manchester United. So I anticipate that it's going to happen at Man United, and that threat is going to hint about is really real. It's realistic because Marcus Rashford might start his season today. Never rule him out. He might start his season today against Chelsea, and he comes in through and obviously tear them apart into pieces. So don't rule him out. Give him a benefit of doubt. He can come in through and obviously put in the best of performances on the night. So wait and see who is going to start. But I know it's either Rashford, Garnacho, or Anthony. You know that Erik ten Hag is going to pick the two. But whichever two he picks on, I'll be okay with it. But for Marcus Rashford, even if you watched my match preview, I said it should be Anthony. Start Anthony onto the right, start Garnacho onto the left. And I've seen one of my friend Webb on his channel coming out and criticizing Erik ten Hag for not starting Anthony. And you know, I've gonna hate to look at people and how they analyze this game of football. You know, one will criticize Erik ten Hag for not starting Rasmus Højlund in the game of Newcastle, not knowing that Rasmus Højlund was coming in from injury and he played close to 56 minutes away at Galatasaray. You understand? So after playing all those minutes, he had to obviously get rested because he is really being managed as far as his minutes that he plays for Man United are really concerned. So I really want to see people come out and obviously give us the best address. You know, let's not just be up with emotions. And I would love to reason out certain people, you know, in certain moments. But you can as well follow that channel. It's called Webb. Is it the hotspot? Something of the sort. Webb is really doing some good content for Man United. He works with NBS, but I watched that video and I really felt like I should counter him a little bit. Now, Pochettino had something to say about Erik ten Hag as the manager of Manchester United, and these were his words. He said, "He's a fantastic coach. I remember when I was at Tottenham Hotspur and had semi-finals of the Champions League against Ajax. I think it's good to see him after 4 years because after the semi-final, we have not had the pleasure again." Obviously, I talked about how these two went ahead to face themselves for the very first time when Erik ten Hag came into London and beat Pochettino by 1-0. Then, when Pochettino went to Ajax led by 2-0 at halftime, and it really looked like it ended in tears for Erik ten Hag because Spurs came back from behind and won that game by 3-2, and Marcus, I think Lucas Moura went ahead to score the winner. So they are meeting again for the third time, and it has been a 1-1 win to both managers. So we can't wait to see how this happens. But Pochettino comes in through with a very big ego because each and every time his players are playing against big teams, they obviously pull up their best, but they are coming to Old Trafford, and trust me, we can rip them apart because we've seen how they conceded against Chelsea, and they're a team that is going to have to concede very many goals away from home, and they have been poor visitors. So they are coming to Old Trafford, and last season they swallowed 4 at Old Trafford. So we are here to see how these two really coming in through to get the job done. But I respect Chelsea, but I think this is a game that they are not going to win. That is it. I know they're having Enzo Fernandez, Moise Caicedo, they're having Palmer, they're having Raheem Sterling and very many others, but this game is really one of those for the players to prove to the public and the media that we are behind the manager, and this should be a statement win. You know, we want to see players of Man United running all over the pitch and putting up the energy against Chelsea, because if they don't, then it will really confirm that they've gonna hate to fall off with the manager, something I don't really believe. And to my understanding, I know the players will show up on the night. Now, BBC Sport is gonna hit to let us know that Mauricio Pochettino has won 4 of his past 7 Premier League games against Manchester United. He has 3 losses, having been winless in his first 6 beforehand. He has won just one of his 7 games at Old Trafford in the competitions, and at Old Trafford he has gone ahead to win 1. He has conceded to 5 losses, though that was his last such visit in August 2018, 3-0. So before he was sacked, and Mourinho came in through, he had to lose to Man United by 3-0. So it shows you that that is obviously with us. It's obviously on our side, and we have to obviously embrace it and see to it that things go on as planned. That is Mauricio Pochettino for you, meaning that he doesn't have a very, 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 very good record at Old Trafford, as he has gone ahead to get 1 draw and he has gone ahead to lose 5, So that is him for you. And now let's talk about this guy who has not even gone past Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who is going to be facing tonight. Raheem Sterling. Man United are the side Raheem Sterling has faced most often in his senior career in all competitions without ever scoring in 24 games. Time to break the curse? That is the big question that is coming in from BBC. So Raheem Sterling has gone ahead to face Man United at Manchester City, at Liverpool, now at Chelsea. He has gone ahead to face us twice, but he hasn't gone ahead to score against Man United. 24 games against Man United, he has not gone ahead to really cross the line. And do you know that he has not even gone past Aaron Wan-Bissaka? That is it. So he's one of those fullbacks that Raheem Sterling has failed to go past in his career, and he needs to obviously rise up to the occasion to really deliver the best that people really want to get from him. That is Raheem Sterling for you. And now I call upon for your reactions onto Pochettino, afraid of Garnacho, into the game you're going to play tonight. What do you make about their 2 game meetings ever, Eric Ten Hag and Pochettino? Pochettino winning away in Ajax and Ten Hag winning away in London. And what do you make about the Raheem Sterling start of 24 games against Manchester United, and he has not gone ahead to score against us? So that's what I had for you. I'll be happy to see that you guys coming through and obviously tell me your reactions. Let's see close to 200 likes on this video. Continue to subscribe because we want to hit 18,000 subscribers on this channel. So continue to do the needful by subscribing to this channel. And remember, at 15 hours, we are going to be here doing a live session as we call upon you guys to really tell us what your thoughts are about this beautiful game of football of United versus Chelsea in what we call the Fan Prediction Show, where I share with you a link. You come in through and obviously tell us your thoughts about it. May the living to God bless you abundantly. The Muslims, Barakallahu Fikum. Ciao, ciao for now. Returning in any of